So first of all, let me tell you that I probably will not be here next Monday because my half-sister is visiting me from Poland, so she's coming on Monday. So I might see if I can pre-record this week, maybe a makeup tutorial or something like that to post next Monday. But yes, so next week I might not be here so much unless I have some pre-recorded videos. So if you see me not answering comments and stuff like that, that's because I will be busy. She's here only for 4 days, so we will be busy catching up. Okay, so today I am going to show you a small haul, and also I got a couple of questions that one of my subscribers emailed me, and I thought it would be much easier to answer it on here than writing loads in an email. So first thing that I bought it last week, is the EX1 Invisiwear Liquid Foundation. And mine is in F100. So this foundation, I know this foundation was getting a lot of love here on YouTube, probably last year, but you didn't hear that much about it, and I was going to try it then, but I thought it's very inexpensive. It's £12 I think, and I thought, well, it can't be that brilliant, so I never bought it. But then Carmen, you know, one of my subscribers, my friend Carmen, she bought it and she said, oh, it's brilliant, you have to have it. This foundation is aimed for Indian skin tones, Asian skin tones. It's supposed to be more yellow, and I am Polish. But you know, I like my foundations sort of yellow tone, so I thought I will like that one. The colors are quite dark, so, well, comparing to other foundation makes. So I've got the lightest. It starts at F100, and it is a pretty good match for me. So let me swatch it for you. There it is. It's quite creamy. As you can see, it's got quite a yellow undertone, but not too yellow. It's not orange or anything. And it is quite a nice foundation, I must say. I haven't used it for long enough to give you a fuller review, so I'm not telling you go and run out and get it, but for the price, it's got lovely coverage. I would say that it's more for combination to oily skin. If you have very dry skin, that might not be good for you, and I think that's where I'm a bit concerned. But like I said, I've only worn it a couple of times, so I can't give you full review. But because I have told you my skin has gone quite dry now because of the retin-A, I don't know if this looks so good on me. But let me try it for a bit longer. I do something like just whole week wear it with different maybe primers, without primer, and then I can let you know a bit more. But it is worth looking at, especially for the price. You know, it's like it's really almost drugstore price. I mean, the L'Oreal one that I'm using is £10 and this is 12. So yeah, if you want to in the meantime go and read about it, I do really like it. So it gives you, I would say, satin finish. So that's one thing I got. The next thing I got is, which people have been raving about it, I think this is quite new, is the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Complete Cover Serum Concealer. So it is serum, therefore it should be really good for under your eyes, and it shouldn't really settle in your lines, and also it has quite good coverage. So mine is in light, so this is the second lightest. There is fair, I think, before that, and I've got light. I've got light because I wanted more of a concealer to highlight here. As you know, I use right under my eyes the Urban Decay Naked Concealer, which I absolutely love, but this one is a bit darker, so it matches my foundation because I'm putting that on my bags. I wanted something, maybe I wanted to try it, but I wanted to try it, you know, as my highlighter. And again, I haven't tried it for long enough, so it is quite light. Let me just, little goes a long way. It is very, very creamy. It does cover pretty well, but again, I cannot give you full review of it. I'm just showing you what I've bought, and if you're interested, you can go and read yourself about it and have a look. But if you want to wait till I've used it for a bit longer and give you my opinion, then you need to wait a bit longer. So then I've just spoke about my Naked Skin Concealer from Urban Decay. I adore this thing. This is like my favorite concealer. I have bought another one, lighter. So this one is the medium light neutral, and that goes perfectly on my, just to get rid of the discolorations right under my eyes, you know, on an eye bag. And then I bought lighter one, which is called Light Warm, which will be very light but quite yellowish, again for that highlighting effect. Oh, I might try it under my eyes as well. This one is quite much lighter. Okay, let me swatch them both actually. I think this is going to be beautiful for that highlighted look. So this is the light medium neutral, and this is the warm light. So as you can see, this is much darker, and that sort of matches my foundation. That's why I put it right under my eyes, and that more for highlighting. I just love the consistency of it, the coverage. I like everything about this concealer, so that's why I bought another one. Now I went back to Mack. I have more. I think I have 9 things, but you need to have 6 to get the lipstick back. And I went because I wanted to get Angel. I used to have Angel a long time ago, and I loved it to death. But then when that finished, I thought, oh, I try cream cup, because everybody talks about cream cup, and it is very similar, and I quite liked it, but I still prefer Angel. So I went there. Of course, they didn't have Angel, so I thought, I'm here now. I don't have Mack anywhere near me. So the place where I went is not that far away, but I don't go there very often. So I thought, I'm going to try something. So I stood there for ages, and what I got is Fabi. Let me just show. That's Fabi. And I am wearing it on my lips, and I really like it. This is a frost finish. I prefer my cream sheens. I really like the cream sheens, and that's what Angel is. Frosts are not my favorites, but I really like this color. Let me swatch it. It is I love it because it's almost duochrome. It's a nice pink, but when you move your hand, it almost comes across as rose gold in it. So I really like it. I'm wearing it today with the Soar lip liner. Let me see. So I will try to move my hand. I don't know if you can see the frost coming through it, but it is beautiful color. I'm glad I got it. Then I replenished my Laura Mercier Rich Vanilla, my mineral powder, because I'm running low on my other one, and this is like one of my holy grail products. And while I was there, I got a sample. Oh yes, there was something else I wanted to get, and they didn't have it in stock. So I wasn't happy at all, because everywhere I went and what I wanted they didn't have. I wanted one of the smooth, I can't remember the name of it, but it's a it's a highlighter, but not like a shimmery. I'm wearing it on my cheek actually, if you can see it, because I just did it with the sample in the shop, but they didn't have it. But while I was there, I got the sample of the new Candleglow foundation, and mine is in Dusk. It's sort of lightish, but it's yellowy, you know, that's what I like. Let me swatch it somewhere. Okay, so there it is, and that looks like my color, definitely. Maybe I could go a bit lighter, but I don't know, I just wanted to try it to see how it wears, because I've tried the, what was the Laura Mercier foundation that everybody was going crazy about. It was a creamy one in a tube, and I didn't really like it. It was too cakey for me, and I remember sending it to Melissa. But this one seems much lighter. Actually, this is quite yellow. Well, we'll see. It's so hard to tell. I can make any color work really. And then I've asked her about the, is it Secret Undercover, Secret Brightening Under Eye Powder, isn't it? I wanted to have a look because you know how many people love it, and a lot of people say that the dupe for it is the Elf Under Eye Powder, but I've just tried it and I don't think Elf is a dupe. It might be similar, but it's nothing like it. This is beautiful. It's just a white powder, but when you put it under your eyes, it smooths them so beautifully. So she gave me a sample, because I didn't want to buy it, you know, if it wasn't anything special. It's quite a general sample, will last me for a bit, so I'm gonna keep using it and see if I really like it. Because also, you know, now there is the new craze, is the La Mer powder. The powder, everybody says it's amazing for aging skin, but that powder is something like 55-60 pounds. It is a lot for a powder, but you get a huge pot anyway, and you know, loose powder lasts you forever. So the price is not such a big problem, because I don't mind spending that much money on a huge pot of powder that I know will last me forever if it really is that good. So Carmen just sent me a sample of that one, and I haven't used it much yet, so again I can't tell you much about it, but when I put it under my eyes the other day, I thought, yeah, it's nice, but I wasn't sitting there thinking, wow, you know, I think this is like the best thing. So I don't know, but this one, the Laura Mercier one, when I put it under my eyes, I loved it straight away. So we will see when I try it for a bit longer. Okay, the next thing I got, I went to KIKO, because they've opened KIKO shop in this shopping center now. And I looked around. There was lots of things that I wanted, but I had to be really careful. But what I have chosen is these new eyeshadows, which are called High Pigment Wet and Dry Eyeshadows. And I got 3 because they were selling these little palettes with it as well. So you can have them as singles, or you can depot them in this palette. They said they probably will do bigger palettes in future, because this is quite new, but I love the color straight away. So I wanted, and you know, KIKO is quite inexpensive, so as you can see, it comes in its own lovely packaging, but you can depot it. I wanted a white matte eyeshadow. I don't think I have one anywhere in any of my palettes. I have maybe like off-whites, like beiges, but not white, and I really wanted one. So I got this one, which is called, oh, you see, they shadows usually, they products usually just have numbers. None of them have really names. So this is 01. And this is just white eyeshadows, but they are so pigmented. That's what really made me buy them, because you know, you can get these especially matte shadows that are not very pigmented, that light, but this one was very pigmented, and I'm going to depot them into that. I have so many single eyeshadows, but I don't seem to reach for them. I prefer to hold something more substantial, if you know what I mean. Then I got the number 16, which is the most beautiful shimmery champagne. And they are really, really, really pigmented. So I know I have a lot of shimmery eyeshadows, but I don't think I have that sort of color. It's a bit peachy and it's just gorgeous. So I've got that one, and then of course I had to have this one, which is number 12, because this is one of those, you know, purpley burgundy colors that I adore. And this one is quite nice because it's not so dark. They did darker one as well, but it is beautiful. It's quite dusky and it's almost duochrome. They almost come across a bit duochrome, or they just very high shine. They're not like metallic, but yeah, that's beautiful. So I'm looking forward. I think this peachy one, the number 16 and the 16, yeah, the number 16 and 12 are gonna look beautiful. So I am very happy with those. I am going to depot them in. Okay, now let's talk candles. You might not know this about me, but I am obsessed with home fragrance. I love candles. I absolutely love candles, and I would have them burning in every room every day. And I used to buy Yankee candles a lot, and I used to love them. They were expensive, but they were huge jars. The only thing with the big jars was that they never used to burn evenly, so I used to waste so much candle. Anyway, sorry about those sirens. I've got my window open. It's quite warm today. It's about 13 degrees and it's cloudy, but it's not raining or anything. So I know you like the birds singing, but unfortunately there is an ambulance going by or something. So one day, I don't know, I was using Yankee candles for years, and suddenly I've noticed that they did not smell very strong anymore. Some of them you could hardly smell. So I stopped buying them, but I haven't been able to find any other candles that smell so well, so lovely, apart from Bath&Bodyworks. But of course we can't get Bath&Bodyworks here at all. They don't even ship from US here, because if they did, I would buy maybe just one candle a month, you know, because I absolutely adore them. And I probably told you before, I have I know someone that is an air hostess, and sometimes when she goes to America, if she can, she will bring me one, but she's got obviously whole family wanting to bring her candles, so I am at the bottom of the pile. So I don't often buy those candles from her, just because she doesn't have any to sell. But my lovely I know I keep saying Carmen, bless her cotton socks, has sent me 4 Bath&Bodyworks candles. I almost fainted. I just love them so much, and all the flavors that she has sent me I've never had, because I quite like all these sweet, you know, cupcakes, vanillas, pumpkin. I really love the ones around Halloween and Thanksgiving. Kind candles. So I've never tried any of the others, but all the ones that she has sent me are beautiful. I've already been burning 2 and I feel so smug now, because normally I have one candle, Bath&Bodyworks candle, and I will just really save it. I will just burn it for like an hour and then blow it out, because I know I've got just that one. But now I have one in the kitchen, one in my living room. So this one is called Baja Cactus Blossom. I am not going even to attempt to describe the smell, useless at that, but it is beautiful. Actually, I burned it yesterday for the first time in my living room, and every time I went upstairs I could smell this gorgeous smell, and I'm like, what is it? What is it here? And it was this candle. Those candles just fill your room with aroma, your whole house. So I really love that one. And then one that I've been burning in my kitchen is the Bergamot Waters. And that one is more delicate, fresh. It's still very strong, but it's more like a cotton smell, you know. It's gorgeous. And then she sent me sugared peony. Of course I'm gonna love this because it's sugared, so it smells quite sweet. So that's sugared peony. And London tea and lemon. Oh, that one smells quite lemony. It smells a bit like Earl Grey tea. So yeah, it's beautiful. So, well, she knows how grateful I am. So if anybody wants to make me happy, just send me one candle and I love you forever. And then it was funny that happened, because this company contacted me, and they are local. They are quite actually near me, and they are called Scent Elite, and they are independent private company that offers 100% pure essential oils and top quality perfume concentrates for use in home fragrances and toiletries. And they also offer personal service to create bespoke fragrance in a form of reed diffusers, candles and room sprays, including all personalized packaging for individuals, home fragrances producers and private hotels and spas. They've actually been only at first, I think, supplying spas with the candles and with their reed diffusers, but I think now they've started selling to general public. And I think it's such a lovely idea as well, because they come so beautifully packaged for presents, you know, or if you wanted to make someone bespoke scent as a present, amazing. So they have sent me one candle and one reed diffuser to try, and there is the reed diffuser. Look how beautiful. It's got a gold neck, and they all come in like handmade white boxes with golden writing on them. And they have sent me the spice in reed diffuser. These smells of these products, I would say, if I had to describe them, are very elegant. So they do smell, I wouldn't say they smell as strong as the Bath&Bodyworks, but Bath&Bodyworks can be sometimes overbearing for some people. But these just smell very elegant, exactly like you would expect something in some posh spa or posh hotel. So I do really love it. And the candle comes in this box. It's a very heavy, beautiful jar. They are not as big as the, I don't know how big they are, it says somewhere. So let me read you, because they actually say what scent is what I got with it. That's it. So they do for now, I think, 5 like standard scents, and obviously you can have the custom made ones. So the spice, which is my reed diffuser, is warm, oriental and fruity, and the petal is powdery and fruity. And yeah, it is very, very powdery. The only way I can describe it is very delicate, but I don't mean delicate that you can't smell it. Delicate and sophisticated and elegant, you know, not one of those scents in your face, but in your nose, I should say. I happen to like it. I feel like with this type of things, like in here, this reed diffuser, because it's a small office, as soon as you walk in, you can smell it. So I think these things are good for like smaller spaces, for bathrooms, for small rooms. The same with the candles. I think if you have it in a huge place, you might just be able to smell slightly, but if you put it just in one room, you know, somewhere where you sit or in your bedroom, you definitely smell it. I would say actually that this is very appropriate for a bedroom, because it's so delicate, you wouldn't want anything too overpowering. So yes, I am really impressed with these. And so yeah, I will leave you, this is not a sponsored video for the candles, they just sent it to me to try. I will leave you the details of the company down below and see what you think. Okay, now let me just answer a couple of questions. So first question, I get asked this a lot, is how do you keep your black eyeliner in your waterline? I have never really had problem with it. Any eyeliner stays more or less in my waterline, but if you have a problem with it, I would suggest that when you put in your eyeliner in your waterline, try to work it in your eyelashes. You will still get the same effect, but it's not on your actual, you can still put it on a waterline, but if it comes off of there, you will still have that. Another good trick that I have is take one of those thin angled brushes, eyebrow brushes, or the ones that are straight. Take your mascara, take a bit of the mascara of your wand and press it, I don't have a mirror here, and press it in your waterline but near your lashes, and that gives you the effect of thicker lashes and lacquer eyeliner, and that should stay longer in there, especially if you use waterproof mascara. So that's a very good trick. The second question from one of my subscribers was, she has also hooded eyes, but her skin is very crepey and quite loose on the top of the eye. Is there anything that we can do to tighten it? Unfortunately not. There isn't anything that can tighten it. The only thing you can do is have surgery. And believe me, if mine start hanging down, I'm going to have them cut out because I know how frustrated that must be to have excess skin and not being able to put your eyeshadow on properly. So unfortunately there isn't anything, you know, that you could have a brow lift where they lift it here, but if it's your skin that is excessive, if that's the problem, then there isn't really anything apart from getting rid of that skin surgically that you can do. Another question she asked me was that doesn't matter what she does when she applies her eyeshadows, it just flicks all over her face and, you know, it's a big mess. First of all, you could try to do your eyeshadow before you do any concealer or any foundation. That's the best thing to do. Second thing is, I think what people do, let me get one of these eyeshadows. You know, there are some eyeshadows that kick up a lot of powder, and that's fine. A lot of matte eyeshadows kick up a lot of powder. That doesn't mean they are bad eyeshadows. But when you put your brush into the eyeshadow, don't go like that into this eyeshadow. Just touch it and then tap it off. Tap it off first, or if it's a dark eyeshadow, I even put a bit on the back of my hand before I go onto my eye. And the secret is put a little and keep building. If you go full on with the brush loaded with eyeshadow, and it's going to be a mess. You're not going to be able to control where you're putting the eyeshadow. You're going to have eyeshadow all over your face and you won't be able to blend it out. So it's best always to start with a little and keep building. Building and blending is like the secret to good eyeshadow. You can't just go, with loads of it and expect to look good. So yeah, dip your brush in, tap it off the excess. If it's a dark eyeshadow, I would even lightly go over my hand and then go onto your eye. And also when you go onto your eye, because when you have crepey and loose skin, when you go back and forth with your brush, that can kick up a lot of dust, because obviously you've got this skin that the skin is like an obstacle for the brush. So, I usually lift my eyebrow like this, which I still can, and that smooths out my lid. But if you can't, you can always do it with your finger to lift it, or instead of using that motion, use more of a patting motion. So that's another thing. Third thing is, don't really, when you see me doing the eyeshadow, not just me, anybody, you might think that I really press this brush and go at it. I barely touch my skin. It's just such a delicate operation. Sometimes I do with some eyeshadows for different purposes, but especially in my crease, it's a case of taking a little and keep building it up and doing it very lightly. So try that and see if that helps, and I hope that helps someone else as well. I was actually thinking, if you have any questions like this, like beauty hacks and stuff like that, obviously I don't know everything, but if I know of something that could help you, application method or any type of beauty questions, please ask me in the description box. Why do I say in the description box? Ask me in the comments, and maybe every Monday I try to answer some of your questions, because I sometimes get the same or very similar question over and over again, and I actually find it easier to answer on the camera, to show you, and because I can talk with my hands and everything. Okay, my lovelies, I think that's it for today. So remember, I probably won't be here next Monday. I might have some sort of video, but I won't be having chat with you like I'm having today. So I'll see you in a couple of weeks for a chat. Have a wonderful week. Thank you very much for watching, and I see you soon. Bye.